Good morning students, this is part 2 aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acid. So in this video I am going to tell about the preparations of aldehydes and the ketones. So preparations of aldehydes and ketones, first is by oxidation of alcohol, which we have studied in the unit 11. So they are prepared by oxidation of primary and the secondary alcohol respectively, but not with the tertiary alcohol that we have also earlier studied. We have studied in the 11th unit, fine. The second is the by dehydration of alcohol, dehydrogenation of alcohol, that we have again studied earlier in the previous videos of chapter 11, that is the alcohol, phenols and ethers. Again we can use here metals over like silver and the copper, and condition is the 573 Kelvin temperature. So we can use primary or the secondary alcohols but not the tertiary. The next is from hydrocarbons. Again we can use the hydrocarbons, means we can do the ozonolysis of alkene, and ozonolysis of alkene will again give you the aldehydes or the ketones. Next is the hydration of alkenes. This method we have again discussed in the 11th class in the unit 13. Here you can add water to the alkyne in the presence of H2SO4, HgSO4 and gives acetaldehyde. If to the ethyne if you had, you will get the acetaldehyde, but if you use other alkynes then you will get the ketone or the aldehydes. Fine. And basically it is the ethyne only which is giving you the aldehyde. If you use other alkynes you will get the ketones in this reaction. Now first is the preparation of aldehyde. In the above methods we have prepared aldehyde ketones both from the above methods, and in this method these are the strict method which only yield you or give you the aldehydes. From the acyl chloride, this is the very important like Rosenmund reduction, to the benzoyl chloride, if you add hydrogen in the presence of palladium or BaSO4 it will give you the benzaldehyde. Now next reaction from the nitriles and the esters. Again your nitriles are reduced to corresponding imine, imine imine. This is imine is what? See, if CH2 has NH2 group, this is known as the amine, and if CH has double bond with the NH, this is known as the imine. Okay. So nitriles are reduced to corresponding imine with stannous chloride in the presence of hydrochloric acid, which on hydrolysis give corresponding aldehyde. You can see this is the nitrile, and reacting with the tin chloride in the HCl is giving you the imine. On hydrolysis is giving you the aldehyde, and this reaction is again important because this is the Stephan reaction or the name reaction. Alternatively, nitriles are selectively reduced by diisobutyl aluminium hydride double H to imines, followed by hydrolysis to aldehyde. So instead of using the tin chloride or HCl, you can use double H, which is again a reducing which is a reagent which give hydrogen or the hydride, so it is a reducing agent. So if you use nitrile in the presence of double H, which is diisobutyl aluminium hydride, and the second step if you do the addition of water, it will give you the directly the aldehyde. So again in the next reagent, which is the next substrate is having the nitrile as well as double bond. So it is not attacking the double bond only, it is reducing the CN to the CH2 group. Similarly, esters are also reduced to the aldehyde with double H. So if you use the ester here, again you can use double H in the presence. Double H is the first step. In the second step, if you add water, this OC2H5 part will remove and the hydride will activate. So it is converted into aldehyde now. Now next is from hydrocarbons, very important again. So aromatic aldehydes, benzaldehyde and its derivatives are prepared from aromatic hydrocarbons by the following method. The first is the by oxidation of methyl benzene. So strong oxidizing agents oxidize toluene and its derivatives to benzoic acid. However, it is possible to stop the oxidation at the aldehyde stage with suitable reagents that convert the methyl group to an intermediate that is difficult to oxidize further, and the following methods are used for this purpose. So it is saying कि अगर आप strong oxidizing agent डालेंगे तो toluene directly benzoic acid में convert हो जाएगा. So we want कि वो aldehyde पे stop हो जाए. So उसके लिए we are using some suitable reagents. वो reagents क्या करेंगे, वो ऐसा complex बनाएंगे, intermediate बनाएंगे जिस intermediate को further oxidize करना is very difficult. So अगर आप उस intermediate की hydrolysis कर देंगे तो that will give you the aldehyde. Fine. So this is the very first method. It is the use of chromyl chloride, which is CrO2Cl2. So chromyl chloride, again it is very important. This is the Itard reaction, name reaction. This is again the chromyl chloride oxidizes methyl group to a chromium complex, which on hydrolysis gives corresponding benzaldehyde. So if you are using CrO2Cl2 in the presence of CS2, it will give you the chromium complex. On hydrolysis, it will convert into the benzaldehyde. You can refer NCERT for that. Now next is the use of chromic acid. You can again use the chromic acid. What you have to do, you have to take toluene, the CrO3, which is the chromic oxide. Sorry, this is the use of chromic oxide. The CrO3 chromic oxide, and the next is the acid anhydride. And if you are using three reagent plus substrates, these are two reagents and one is the substrate, it will again form the intermediate, and on hydrolysis this benzylidene diacetate is converted into the benzaldehyde. Actually this intermediate name is the benzylidene diacetate. फाइन, इसका स्ट्रक्चर इस तरीके से बनता है, CHOCOCH3 and this is OCOCH3. This is benzylidene diacetate and it can hydrolyze to corresponding benzaldehyde with aqueous acid. Now next is by side chain chlorination followed by hydrolysis. So what I have did in this reaction, the toluene, if you do the chlorination in the presence of sunlight, this hydrogen will get replaced by the two chlorines, which is the benzyl chloride, because here is one hydrogen with the carbon, so it is benzyl chloride. And on hydrolysis of this benzyl chloride at 100 degrees Celsius or 373 Kelvin, it will give you the benzaldehyde. And this is a commercial method of manufacture of benzaldehyde. Now next is by Gattermann-Koch reaction. When benzene or its derivative is treated with carbon monoxide and hydrogen chloride in the presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride or cuprous chloride, it gives benzaldehyde or substituted benzaldehyde. So this is the benzene. If you react benzene or its derivative with carbon monoxide HCl in the presence of anhydrous ClCl3 or the cuprous chloride, this benzene it converts into the benzaldehyde, fine, or the substituted benzaldehyde. And this reaction is known as the Gattermann-Koch reaction. Again, very important reaction, or the name reaction. Now next is the preparation of ketones. Now again you can prepare ketone from the acyl chloride. What is the method now here? The treatment of acyl chloride with the alkyl cadmium prepared by the reaction of cadmium chloride, the Grignard reagent gives ketones. So here we are preparing the ketones using the Grignard reagent and the cadmium chloride. See, here is the Grignard reagent RMGX. It is reacting with the cadmium dichloride or the cadmium chloride. So what is happening? This basically this R is getting replaced by the cadmium. Sorry, this R is replacing to the cadmium, fine, and it is forming the R2CD and MgXCl. This R2CD, when again reacts with the acyl chloride, what is happening? This Cl is replacing by the R. So you can see this R-COR and the formation of ketone is there, and CdCl2 will move away. Now next is from nitrile. अब nitrile से भी हम ketone बना सकते हैं. So treating a nitrile with Grignard reagent followed by hydrolysis yields a ketone. So this is a nitrile, and if you are reacting this nitrile with the Grignard reagent in the presence of ether, what is happening? This C6H5 part will move to the carbon and this MgBr part will move to the nitrogen. And you see here, you can see this carbon is bearing C6H5 double bond NMgBr. On a hydrolysis, this NMgBr is getting replaced with the oxygen, which is the ketone, and this is propiophenone or 1-phenyl propanone. Now next is the from benzene or substituted benzenes. You can also prepare ketone from the benzene or the substituted benzene. So when benzene or substituted benzene is treated with acid chloride, this is the benzene, and it is it is treated with the RCOCl acyl chloride or the acid chloride in the presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride, it affords the corresponding ketone, and this reaction is known as the Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. Very important and very easy, that you have done earlier in your 11th class also. So if you treat benzene with the acyl chloride or acid chloride derivative or the acid chloride compound in the presence of anhydrous ClCl3, this benzene will acquire the COAR part, or this is the COR part, fine. This will attach to this part of this benzene, and it is giving you the ketone. So these are three methods by which we are preparing only ketones, and above we have studied the methods by which we can prepare only aldehydes, and the above methods we have discussed. By that methods we can prepare aldehydes, ketones, both, fine, and these are very important. Now next is the physical properties of aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acid. The physical properties of aldehydes and ketones are described as follows. See, methanol is a gas at room temperature. Ethanol is a volatile liquid, and other aldehydes and ketones are liquid or solid at room temperature. And the boiling points of aldehydes and ketones are higher than hydrocarbons and ethers of comparable molecular masses. It is due to weak molecular association in aldehydes and ketones arising out of the dipole-dipole interactions. Also, their boiling points are lower than those of the alcohols of similar molecular masses due to absence of intermolecular hydrogen bonding. फाइन. सो अगर आप बॉइलिंग पॉइंट को कंपेयर करें एल्डिहाइड कीटोन्स के, थोड़े से हाइड्रोकार्बन से ज़्यादा है और ईथर से ज़्यादा है, बिकॉज इनमें मॉलिकुलर एसोसिएशन रहता है, फाइन. बट बॉइलिंग पॉइंट्स इनके लोअर है एज कम्पेयर टू द सिमिलर मॉलिकुलर मासेज ड्यू टू एब्सेंस ऑफ इंटर मॉलिकुलर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग. The following compounds of molecular masses like 58 and 60 are ranked in order of increasing boiling point. Like you can see here, the butane, 58, methoxyethane 60, 56, 60. You can see the boiling points like 273, 281, 322, 329, and this again alcohol is 370. So एसीटोन और प्रोपेनॉल को देखें तो 322, 329 है और थोड़ा सा हायर है यहाँ पे, एंड ब्यूटेन का 273 और मिथॉक्सीथेन का 281 है, स्लाइटली हायर, बट अल्कोहल से कंपेयर करें तो लो है बिकॉज देर इज एब्सेंस ऑफ इंटरमोलिकुलर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग. नाउ the lower members of aldehyde and ketones such as methanol, ethanol and propanol are miscible with water in all proportions because they form hydrogen bond with water. Now see, you can see here, this is the ketone and it is forming hydrogen bond with water. So lower member of aldehyde and ketones, they form hydrogen bond with water, so they are miscible with water in all proportions. However, the solubility of aldehydes and ketones decreases rapidly or increasing the length of the alkyl chain. So because non-polar part is increasing, that is why the solubility is decreasing in the polar solvent. All aldehydes and ketones are fairly soluble in organic solvents like benzene, ether, methanol, chloroform, etc. And the lower aldehydes have sharp pungent odors, and as the size of the molecule increases, the odor becomes less pungent and more fragrant. In fact, many naturally occurring aldehydes and ketones are used in the blending of perfumes and the flavoring agents. So जितने भी lower aldehydes हैं उनकी गंदी और pungent smell है, तेज smell है उनकी, बट जैसे ही molecular size increase करता है और कम pungent और more fragrant होती जाती है. एंड जितने भी हमारे natural occurring flavoring agents हैं या फिर से परफ्यूम में जो यूज़ होते हैं वो सारे आपके मोस्टली नेचुरल occurring aldehydes और ketones ही हैं.